embrace change. That is the theme of tonight's full moon in the sign of Gemini. And so in this video, I'm going to be going over the full moon in Gemini, what it is if you're brand new to astrology or to anything spiritual, what it is and how you can tap into this energy to make profound changes in your life, okay? And so if you are new to me, to the channel, to any of my content on social media land, my name is Katrice, and I am the Natal Chart Navigator, and I am an intuitive astrological energy reader. And I teach open-minded, ambitious women how to uh, how to use astrology to align with their true selves and to help them increase their prosperity. All right, and so let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, the Gemini full moon. Okay, um, this is a full moon that is going to. It's really asking you to shift, to mutate, to pivot. Okay. Um, you may be wherever you are in your life, there may be a season where you have to, this may be a season for you to have to pivot. Okay. It may be a small pivot, it may be a large pivot, but this is asking you to pivot. Okay. Gemini energy is mutable energy. Okay. And so, mutable energy is energy that is, it shifts. Okay. It's very flexible, it's very adaptable. And Gemini energy is the poster child for adaptability. Okay. If you know anybody who has strong Gemini energy in their chart, they are somebody who they can shift and change and mutate really, really super quickly, almost very effortlessly, and not miss a beat. Okay. And so this full moon is asking you to shift, to pivot, to keep going um, on that new pathway and not miss a beat. Okay. And so in astrology, full moons represent a culmination, okay? A moment of peak intensity where emotions surge, illuminating the hidden corners of our psyche, okay? And so this full moon, like I said, it is in the sign of Gemini. And Gemini is symbolized by the twins, okay, representing versatile perspectives and the interplay of contrasting energies within us, okay. And so this lunar phase is inviting us to embrace our own duality, acknowledging both the light and the shadow aspects of our personalities as well, okay. And so during this full moon, your emotions may feel heightened, conversations more profound, and connections feel deeper. Okay. And so let's see here. Let's jump into some energetic insights. Okay. So this Gemini full moon, it carries, it's in air. Okay. So air energy is all about the mind and communication. Okay. And so there may be more communicative prowess. There may be more intellectual stimulation going on. It's ruled by Mercury. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And so it embodies versatility, curiosity, and adaptability. And during this lunar phase, these traits are amplified, fostering a heightened sense of mental agility and a thirst for learning. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over just some general significations of how this full moon energy may affect you, um, depending upon your rising sign. Okay. And it's, I'm going to do the rising sign, but also the axis. So, for example, for Aries and Libra risings, okay, this full moon may bring a heightened focus on communication within your relationships, and it will encourage honest dialogues and a need for balance in exchanges. Okay. For Taurus and Scorpio, you might feel a surge in your desire for stability and transformation. This full moon prompts you to reflect on your values, inviting introspection into your desires for security and change. Okay. For Gemini and Sagittarius, You will experience powerful illuminations of your identity, and you may feel an urge to express yourself more authentically and to explore new intellectual pursuits. Okay. And then for Cancer Capricorn axis, you may find this full moon highlighting your home and career balance. This will be encouraging you to strike a harmonious chord between your personal life and your professional aspirations. Now, for the Leo Aquarius, you may experience a surge in your creativity and your self expression. And this lunar phase may motivate you to share your unique ideas and perspectives with the world. Now, I am a Leo rising, and I can definitely say that this full moon, I really have been. Tapping more into my creativity and how I want to present content here on this channel, but also my other channel that I have, my insurance channel. Um, and so yeah, this is, I can really feel my creative juices flowing with this full moon. Oh, yeah, I am an insurance agent, by the way. I'm licensed in 8 states. So if you are needing insurance, it is open enrollment. So if you are needing insurance, contact me. We can get you an appointment, get you some insurance. Okay, just throwing that out there. Okay. Now, and I do health and life. Okay. Now Virgo, the Virgo Pisces axis. You may feel a pull towards self-care and spiritual growth. This full moon is prompting you to seek balance between logical analysis and intuitive insights. Okay. And so now the specific characteristics of this Gemini full moon energy encompasses a dynamic blend of intellectual curiosity, adaptability, and a quest for meaningful connections. It encourages open mindedness, sparking intellectual conversations, fostering a desire for diverse experiences. Okay. And so now, for those of you who have your sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Gemini, okay, Libra or Aquarius, you will feel this energy the strongest, okay. It may be a little more challenging for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius because that is to the opposite energy to the air signs. So for you fire signs, sun, moon, rising, personal planets in fire, this full moon, it could be a little more challenging for you because it's requiring you to do a lot of talking and not so much as acting. Okay. In fire energy, we are all about, okay, let's go do. And so this is requiring you to slow down a little and communicate, talk some things out before you jump and take action. So that may be a little more challenging, um, but it's good. It's good in the sense that it's teaching you to slow down and not always be so impulsive and jump out there. Okay. Now, for those with personal planets or angles in close aspect to this full moon in your natal chart, the energy of this lunar phase could manifest more prominently for you, prompting personal revelations or significant shifts aligned with the areas that are activated within the chart. Okay, so you take a look at your chart, pull your chart, see where you have Gemini at in your chart. For me, I have it in the 11th house, okay, um, which makes a whole lot of sense with everything that I'm working on with my creativity and all of that. And so you also want to look in, like the sun is in Sagittarius right now, okay, so also see, like I said, your Sagittarius house because that house is going to be activated as well as your Gemini house, okay. All right, so Here are some actionable tips and strategies to align with and harness the energies of this full moon. Okay. So I'm gonna do about, it's quite a few here, but I'm gonna do about like maybe one or two. Okay. So journaling. You guys know I always say journaling. That's always one of the tips. I really like journaling because journaling is a good way for you to, write down what's going on, what you're feeling, what you're working on, what you're thinking in that moment. And then it's good because it's great for self-reflection because then you can go back and you can look and you can see, okay, what was going on in my life at this time. I use it specifically for like full moon, new moons. I write down what I'm releasing. And it's just really good because then 6 months later, like right now we have what the Gemini, this is a Gemini full moon, okay? So in 6 months, we'll be at the Gemini new moon. And so I go back and I see, okay, what did I release, within that time frame? And, where am I now? Okay, because we remember we're going to have the new moon in Sagittarius on the 12th of December. And so that new moon is where you're going to write down your new intentions. Okay, write down your new intentions for your Gemini house and your Sagittarius house. Okay. And so you write down your intentions. And then when the Gemini new moon comes, you see how far along you've come. Okay. Right. And so then, it's a cycle, right? Okay, so journaling is one of the things I will always recommend that you do because it shows you your growth. Okay, you really get to see, okay, where I was at this time frame and how much I've grown from that. Okay, so journaling is like one of my favorites. Okay. Um, the next one I'm going to do is this is really good. Is encouraging your creative expression, right? Gemini energy is a very creative energy. If you ever have talked to a Gemini, especially like a Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury, um, those are Gemini Moon. Those are some really creative people. Gemini Rising, like Gemini energy. They're just so creative, and when they talk, they tell these stories, and they're so animated. It's so funny. I love Gemini. I love Gemini energy, just because it's like a pure fun energy, you know. Um, but during this full moon. Um, Not just communicate, verbally, but, you know, also communicate, write things down, do some like poetry or create some art or engage in activities that symbolize your inner duality. Like, what is it that about you that, is like, I won't say like your alter ego, but it's like, people wouldn't think that you would be into that, like tap into that side of you, really get to know the side of you creatively that you don't express to everybody, the side that you kind of keep down and not really engage with. Tap into that side of you. um Explore contrasting ideas through creative projects, allowing for your self expression because Gemini energy is a very self expressive energy. And so, tap into your creativity, express yourself, not just verbally, but in, all ways. Okay. All right. And so in the comments, let me know what are some things that you do for a full moon? Do you have any rituals that you do? What are you doing for this full moon? Now, the full moon actually peaked, like the full moon was I think at like 9 something this morning. However, the energy is still potent today and like I think 2 to 3 days from today. So really tap into this energy. Tap into your creativity. Okay. All right. And so Here are some things you can do, some reflective exercises that you can do under the moon. Okay. One is a moonlight reflection. Okay, this is an exercise that you can do. Okay, and so find you a serene space outdoors, or where I am is cold. Okay, um, so you may not be able to go outside unless you like being outside in the cold. I don't. So you can sit by a window, sit in your bedroom, sit by a window, look out the window, but get where you can see the full moon clearly, okay? And then, bring a journal or some paper and just sit there and just do some reflection, okay? Do some reflection on your life or, over, whatever you want to reflect on. Just do some reflection. Um, you can do some moon gazing. I like to sit and just look at the moon. When I was in Florida, I used to go outside and sit in my car on full moons or sit on the trunk of my car and just look at the moon and just, reflect on some things, reflect on life or whatever. But I'm in NC now. I'm in North Carolina right now, and it's a little cold outside, so I won't be sitting outside. But I can look out the window and look at the moon, and then some reflective journaling. Okay, and get a piece of paper and pencil. Here are some prompts that you can answer while you're doing this. So, what emotions does the moon's energy evoke in me? Are there aspects of my life that I wish to release or to change or pivot from? What intentions? No, I'm not setting any intentions. You can set intentions under the full moon. I wait until the new moon to set intentions. But do some, but if you want to set intentions, I know they say you're not supposed to set intentions under a full moon. Full moons are for releasing, but honestly, you can do whatever the hell you want to. Because nothing's set in stone. There's no real rules to anything. But if you want to set some intentions, what intentions do you want to set under this full moon's influence? Um, and then do some introspection and manifestation. Visualize yourself aligning with the moon's energy, feeling a sense of clarity, um, and then really focus on, you know, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself, going? Okay. Um, if you um, like I said, if you pulled your natal chart, wherever you have your Gemini house, this is where this releasing is going to really take place for you. So you want to check your chart, see where this is, and then move from there. Okay. But you can you can release anything in your life. It doesn't have to be just your Gemini area of your life. It can be any area of your life. Um, okay. All right. And so that is it for this video, this full moon video. And I do hope that you found some value in this video. And let me know if you're going to do the reflective journaling. Um, Let me know if you're going to do that, okay? Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right. And so if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I showed greatly appreciate you. My intention is that you found this video useful, helpful, or insightful. And if that is the case, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. Also, I would love to hear your thoughts on this full moon. What are you going to be releasing this full moon? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Now, for more insights or resources, or to book a reading, go visit my link tree. You definitely, if you are brand new to astrology, or if you are really just getting into astrology, really getting into your natal charts, and you want to know how to read natal charts, then you definitely want to go get my free three-step framework on how I read natal charts. It's the three steps that I use to read my natal chart. Okay, and so absolutely free ebook. You can go to my link tree to get that. Now, if you would like to book a 20-minute energy audit with me, you can do so. Um, you can click the link in my link tree. You can book a 20-minute energy audit where I go over your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, and your chart ruler. And then I give you tips on how you can start to utilize that energy in your 3D. Okay. If you want to book a full reading with me, you can also do that as well. My readings are recorded, so you have lifetime access to them, and you also get a interpretation of your natal chart, not your natal chart, an interpretation of your life path number, and then you get a Q&A session is included as well. Okay. All right. And so until next time, remember, possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, then you can definitely hold it in your hand. And that should make you smile because you really do create your own reality. Have a good one.